Let's get it going. I think we should be good. Hello, Frankie. iPad all set. Make sure we got a good camera angle. Try to sit back. It's pretty good. I could probably move this a little bit closer. Hello, Aaliyah. Hi. Thanks for reminding me. We got Shannon. Hello, Mama Bunny. Hello. Kate. Hello. Doobie. Hello. Thank you. Hello, Shannon. Royal Football. Hello. What's up, user? Taylor, you are sub because I see the heart next to your name. Hello, Blue Eyed. No spill prediction. No spill prediction. Or no spill yesterday. Hello, SK. Hello, Chris and Bobby and Lily. Hello. Hello, Jer Bear and Socks and Frida Rita and Tay Tay and Piper. Hello. What's going on, everybody? We finally figured it out. Awesome, Tay. Hello, Raw. Hello, Alaz. Hello, Trish. Yes, there we go. So making sure, so I can so the camera looks good and I can lean back in my seat and not have to worry about anything. Get ready for the tea. Oh yeah, we got some tea to spill today. Hello, Jenny. Hello, 3i. My precious is. Yes. Hello, gamer girl. What's going on, everybody? Sound and video good for everyone? We got gamer girl Leah. What's up, Leah? Hello, Alaz. Hello, King. Hear about the hair front. Y'all want the tea? Y'all want the tea? Yes, it is just my test dollar going across this room. So, by the way, today we are trying something new. If anyone wants to gift, you are more than welcome to. There is a new link to do so. A link which, if you go through that link, you can put your username and it will display your name and your gift amount on the bottom of the stream for the rest of the stream. So if you want your name up there on the little ticker, I did a little dollar test gift. That's why it's my name right there, only there right now. But if you want your name there, you can do so. Just make sure you go through the Streamlabs. It's streamlabs.com/LilyTino. It should be listed somewhere. Oh. If you do !tip, try that. Someone try that really quick. Catherine, hello. Hopefully I'll be watching the streams in a week again, dealing with no Wi-Fi and relying on data. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm glad that you're at least popping in. Hello and hello. Thank you, Lily Pickles. Hello, Piper. Thank you. You like the earrings, Jenny? Thank you. Yes, Frankie's checking on Catherine. We love that. Mama Tay figured it out. Got the Prime sub. No ads for Mama Tay. And they support the stream. Thank you very much, Mama Tay. That earns us with the gifts from last stream from Jelva and I believe also Aaliyah. That gets us our first pack right there. Tea time, baby. Yes, moderators were fast and furious. Moderators' thumbs are getting absolutely shredded. Thank you very much, Mama Tay. Hello, Anna Marie's. Thank you, Alaz. Birthday bowling. I can't bowl right now because of my shoulder. Sadly. You have a fan club, pretty lady. Good people always rise to the bad. Thank you. I agree. Nice, glad. We're thinking about you, Catherine. Getting a better phone service next week, so I'll have unlimited data. Good. Yes, there is the tip thing. I didn't put... Oh, okay. The link got censored. User52, can you put the link in the chat? Streamlabs.com/LilyTino, I believe. Yeah, block the... Can you just type it in there? That's where you have to tip if you want to get your name across the screen. Oh, you're all good, baby girl. Don't worry. It makes me upset today. So. Hello, I had a gardening relapse. Oh, it's okay. But it was so underwhelming and unpleasant that I'm completely turned off by gardening. So that's good. Hith, I hope that, honestly, that's the last time I gardened. The exact same thing happened. Where it was I gave in a temptation and it was awful. And it was socks. I love seeing a drink knowing I caught the stream in time. Yes, you did. You said, oh, you did? Oh, was it via a gift, Frankie? Was that how it was? And let's pin that. Let's pin that link as well. This will have too. You know what? We'll do a second pack because I missed it. TTT. We're getting there. We're getting there. Love you. See you soon. Make Streamlabs a mod. Okay. User52 maybe can do that. Can we? I don't know if User52 knows how to do that. They'll work on it. It's fine. Until then, y'all have the. Yeah, let's just pin it. There we go. Until then, that's where you go if you want to get your name across the screen. How are you? I'm doing great, Anne Marie. There we go. You sent 200 fingers. Well, thank you, Frankie. We'll do another one. We'll do another pack just after this. Thank you to you. Throw out some gas tanks for Frankie. Also supporting the stream. Appreciate you, my friend. You can't pin comments in it? Ugh. Well, let me know if there's anything you want pinned, and I will pin it. You like that the drink matches the dress too? Thank you. And hello, Trish. The drink is making you crave a super cold Sprite. Ice cold Sprite. I prefer like a diet caffeine-free Coke. By the way, we're looking for an Elsa, a Kuzco. Ooh, that's cute. It's a dog, right? As in Lady Anda. God. Ooh, Hades, another super rare. That's a great pull. Look at that. Love that. I don't think I have that one. And King Candy. Very cool. All right, Streamlabs is a mod now. All right, we'll try the pin thing again. User52 on the ball. Shout out to User52. Throw out some gas tanks for our lovely friend Frankie, who gifted in TikTok. It's so hard. There's so much flying by you on TikTok. It's like sometimes it's impossible to know when gifts are coming through. But thank you. What's for lunch today? Sorry, I've been MIA. Mental health kicking your butt. Oh, let's give some love to Shannon too. Mental health is tough. What's for? We are doing Mediterranean food, but first we must spill some tea. Smart detection. Did it work? Hey, kitten. There you go. And if you give bits, it'll fall in the little tip jar thingy. It's my first time on Twitch. I came just for you, Lily. I swear to God, it's my first time. How do I send you a like? It's a little down. Oh no, you're good. Just drop a follow. That's really all you got to do. Ooh, the tip thing worked. Very cool. There it is. I honestly don't know why people are so mean. You just seem like a nice person who's trying to be happy in this world. Thank you, Rini. I mean, that's pretty much the case. That is pretty much the case. So, yeah. But people are going to be people. Oh, I believe we got our first gift through the thing, which means someone's name is now on the ticker. Let's see. Who was it? This was from... Will it tell me? I believe that is from Frankie. Frankie just sent another $10. Another $10, I believe. Thank you, Frankie. You're so sweet. Frankie, freaking MVP. Stream MVP. Thank you, Fairly Odd. We love Frankie. Frankie, of course, holds the record for the most subscriptions gifted in the stream of all time by a pretty big margin. They are lovely. They freaking are in my comments fighting against trolls. Hashtag superhero. I'm very millennial today. And they're so very sweet. Thank you so much, Frankie. You're the best. We love you. Ooh, Pinocchio. That's you, Frank. Sorry, Frankie. That's from you. You just pulled this. Frankie just hit a legendary Pinocchio. Heck yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Great job. Great job. We love Frankie. Great pull. Whoop indeed. Whoop. Look at that. Huge pull. Legendary. Heck yes. Well done, my friend. Well done. And I believe, did we get another one? Am I crazy? Y'all are being insanely generous today. Insanely generous. Is it going to tell me? Someone sent $1. I don't know who. I don't know who. Do we know who? Anyone say? We'll have to tweak this later today. But your drink's shaking back in me. Oh, yeah. It's okay. We'll be all right. Will it tell me now? Oh, that's sweet. Someone sent $5. I'm not sure what their username is. Who was that? Who did that? And that with Frankie's 10 and this new person's 5 is another pack. A whole nother pack. Do we know who that person's is? Oh, it was you. It was user. Okay, we need to clarify a rule real quick. If you gift for a bean, it cannot also be for a pack, because then everyone could just say yeah and do the packs and the beans. So you have to decide. So we're still 5 short of pack number 3. I will do another bean. User 5-2. You're the worst. Also, I love you, and the stream wouldn't exist without you. Oh, God, that freaking old bandage one came up. Either pomegranate or old bandage. I can't. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Alex, your obsession with Lily would be better or through monetary donations. I agree, Frank. I will drink the mocktail. Don't you worry. User 5-2. I love the voice change when you realize it's me. Yeah. Hello, Miss Patty. Hello, Bailey. How you doing? You giggled. Where's the dress from? Just Amazon. It looks like pomegranate. Well, the pomegranate and the old bandage look the same. So we'll see. Hello, Mer. How you doing? All right. Pomegranate. That's right, user 5-2. Pomegranate. Eat it. It was a bean boozle, and I only got pomegranate. Especially because I got wet dog earlier today. That is a victory. All right, y'all ready for the tea? I got piping hot tea. And there's a whole bunch of anonymous questions on the forum, which we'll get to eventually. Piping hot tea. Hello, Alexis. How are you? All right. Y'all ready? So, as like a last time on Lily's dating life. Dating, maybe not the right word. The Lily's meeting people life. I went to speed dating last Thursday, lesbian speed dating, and while I was there, it was packed, but I only got 10-15 minutes of speed dating because there's so many people and they didn't have enough chairs. But in the 5 rounds that I got, one of these people, who we will now refer to as Daisy, this is actually a name that they have selected. Okay. Daisy and I immediately had some chemistry. They were let's just say, my type. Thicker than a Snicker, you know what I'm saying? And they did end up returning to my apartment with me. Right, a 2-minute ad break, and I want to slam my head into a wall. Ads are going. I'm regretting. Poor Sparks Fly Stacy. I'm sorry. It's ad 3 of 10. Dang. Maybe we should turn down the ads a little bit. Let's talk about that later, user 5-2. Daisy and Lily equal. Ooh, that's not a bad point. They are both flower names. That is true. Hold on. So, hold on, let me catch up on the chat. DD says, I watch another streamer who says ads about to start. Yeah, they just go off randomly. Jens gifted us up to Britt Chambers. Thank you very much, Jens. Jens, that's a whole nother pack. Throw some love out for Jens. We love Jens. Jens is our stream mama. She the best. She's been here for 3 years. We love Jens. We're going to open this pack. This will also give some people a second to get back. So yeah, this is just recapping. So basically, Daisy and I returned to my humble abode that night last Thursday. This is not new information. Yes, Daisy is their code name. Thank you, Casey. Hello. I've never done the braids before, ever. A 3-week trial. I can't with the ads. I know. I'm sorry. Went to Applebee's. Oh, yeah. Eating good in the neighborhood. Or as someone has told me recently, a fun way to say Applebee's is Applebee's. Anyone ever heard that? A fitness. Anyway, so they came home with me. It was great. And at the end, established like a, oh, well, thank you, user52. Gifted a tier 1 sub to Sparks Fly Stacy. That's a new name. Hello, how you doing? Thank you, user52. And Smash Potato. Look at that. 2 subs back to back. That's another 1,200 bits. That means we're only 300 bits away from pack number 4 of the day. Throw some love out. Throw some gas tanks out for user52 and for Smash Potato. There we go. User52 gifted Sparks Fly Stacy. Welcome. No, you didn't miss the tea. I was just recapping. Okay, so Daisy came home with me on Thursday night. At the end of that evening, we established an FWB situation. Friends with Beneditos, and it works out for both of us. I think that is something that I'm like super down for at this moment in my life. It's perfect timing, and same works for them. So it was like, great. Okay. So we texted back and forth, and she of course left her earrings at my place. Just saying. Give yourself a reason to come back. It works. I ain't mad. All right? We decided that Daisy would come over. What's today? Tuesday. That Daisy would come over on Monday night, as in last night. I'm sure she accidentally did that. Not. Look, I don't know. We joked a little bit. About it. Were they cute earrings? Did you wear them? I did not wear them. I didn't have an opportunity to wear those earrings. I don't know if I would have asked before I did, but I didn't have like an outfit that came up that would have worked for it. Getting to know someone for FWB is so fun. It is fun. I'm definitely having fun. So, excuse me. Sorry, burp. Anyways, they came over last night. We decided this. Some fun, flirty texting beforehand. Some mention of some things that would happen once she did come over. You know, cinematography. The tradition of making film. Martin Scorsese, James Cameron, Catherine Bigelow, Christopher Nolan. These people make... Oh, thank you, Alexis Lynn, for subbing. That's another pack right there. Y'all are insane today. These things were discussed ahead of time. Did not end up happening, but certainly could. But let's see. So they came over. We hung out. Like, actually just hung out for a while. And for like a couple hours, we just chilled out and talked. Now, I need to tell you something. Your girl is an early to sleep girl. Okay? I am in bed usually 9 or 10. I am in bed. Hopefully with the lights out by 9:30. Hopefully asleep by 10:30, if not 11. All right, that is like my hope. I'm up 6 or 7 usually, but you know, this is my routine, and sometimes I like get so stuck in my routine. Also, now would be the time to vote if I'm going to spill on myself with your channel points. But she got to my place at like 8:45, which is late for me. So I'm immediately already like, my schedule is like, okay, we got Atlantic Crystal and Nothing We Won't Do. I believe that's a Brother Bear card. Yeah, if you're new from TikTok, shout yourself out, say hi. We'll say hi right back at you. We'll be in bed at 3. Anyways, not a bad pack. I like this one quite a bit. Anyways, so it's like, you know that feeling when you're like doing something, like you have a routine and then you get knocked out of the routine, not in a bad way, in a good way, to do something fun, but it's like this energy that's like, I'm being so bad. It's like I'm doing something that I don't normally do. It's like, oh, I'm so much of a routine person. Anyways, we chatted for like a couple hours, had a nice time, and then I'm trying to think where things went. At a certain point, it was she ate dinner. I had already eaten. I made her kind of made her something. I just had food. She actually ate the rest of the pizza from yesterday that we had, that mushroom prosciutto pizza. It's good. And then, okay, baby socks from TikTok. Mama Bunny, hello, hi. And then cuddling commenced. Now I'm going to tell you something. How do I say this? Trans women in particular have an issue sometimes with, like you're running a race and crossing the finish line of the race. You all on the same page? Crossing the finish line, not to overgeneralize about trans women, but it can generally be an issue, right? Not related to stamina, not a stamina issue, a gender dysphoria issue, where just in general making it happen can be a bit of a difficulty. Are we understanding? Am I making sense? Is this person trans as well? No, they are a cisgender person. Yes, we're all on the same page. I no, not the tree growing up. Although some trans women do struggle with that, I typically don't. Less about the tree growing and more about finishing the race. Do we understand? We call it the doom wall, right there, and then boom, doom. I don't know if I understand that. Okay, Stacy's with me. Shannon's with me. Okay. It's just something I've struggled with pre-transition, post-transition. I think it's just the equipment that I was given, okay? The equipment that I was given, I'm not a big fan of. And therefore, it makes it difficult not to enter the race and be a part of the race and run and make it happen, but crossing the finish line. Okay, that's the issue. That's where, like, the very end. I can still enjoy the race, even if I'm not, completing it. But, so, when I tell you that for some reason, can I ask why it's an issue? Gender dysphoria. If you look down and the equipment you have is like not the kind of equipment that you wish you had, there can be a disconnect there of like, oh, right? It's like a mental issue. It's a gender dysphoria issue. And maybe there's reasons that I don't even understand yet, but that's the most I can tell you. Anyways, when I tell you that I completed this race, I haven't completed a race with someone else in a long time. Nor do I expect for that to happen, usually. Sometimes I have to, if I'm running the race, I have to kind of like step aside and run like a little solo race on my own, separate from others, just to kind of like, because it's easier to concentrate when it's just me. Not this time. Not this time. This might seem commonplace for plenty of people. Why is she so excited about this happening one time? Well, let me tell you this. When it is so infrequent that happens, it was like, yes. Yes. It was good. What can I say? It was good. Oh, KC sent a gift. There we go. Now, Casey, did you send it through the special link? I hope you sent it through the special link, did you? Oh no. I hope so, because we want your name on the screen on the bottom. You have to send it through the special link, but we can all say thank you to Casey regardless. Casey sent $20. We love Casey. Thank you. That is so nice of you. And just a hand heart emoji. Just a hand heart emoji. That is so nice of you, Casey. Thank you for supporting me, supporting the stream, supporting the community, keeping the lights on, food on the table, the rent paid, all these things only happen because of y'all. Y'all give me the resources to do this 4 or 5 times a week. I am eternally grateful and hope that I get to do this for the rest of my days because it is my favorite. I love doing it. I love hanging out with y'all. So these gifts go a long way, longer than you might think. Sorry, you didn't realize. Oh no, you're good, Casey. You're gonna still. I mean, the same thing it's always been is we throw gas tanks out and I say thank you and all these things. We have a new way of doing it where if you now you can have your name on the screen, but um, maybe we can find out a way at user 52 to like manually put someone in when this kind of thing happens. I feel like that would be a good thing. Or maybe user 52 can gift $1 and put Casey on there, and we all know that it's actually for Casey, right? I don't know. Anyways, and Mamate, word it however you like. You're fine. You have a question, ask away. So that's a pack right there, and I think 1,000 bits to the next pack after this, right there, something like that. Yeah. Anyways, love ya, appreciate ya, Casey the best. All I'm saying is that Daisy got that good, you know, and that is very comforting to me because sometimes it's like, oh, intimacy is a really big struggle for me. Not that I don't want it, I want it. I just have these roadblocks that make it very difficult for me to engage in a way that is satisfying. But not the case. Not the case. Not the case. What am I going to eat today? We're going to read the menu for Mediterranean food very soon. We're just going to open this pack real quick. Thanks to Casey, the Sultan. Okay. We have Gadget Hack Wrench, and then Chip from Chippendale. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you, Casey. You the best. I love you. Thank you for supporting the stream, for supporting me. You the best. Ken says, in a cishet relationship, that's cisgender heterosexual relationship, and I almost completely relate to the finish line issues because we both take antidepressants, same goal. Different reasons, but same outcome. Yeah, that I also have working against me. Although I've had these issues before as well. Before I went on antidepressants, I should say. Yes, thank you, User 52. User 52 gifted $1 to get Casey's name on there, just so we want their name on there. Even though it says $1, it means 20. Bing, bang, boom. Thank you, User 52. Hello, Spaceberry. All right, Mamate asks, will someone being a male before they transition, are they able to get someone pregnant? Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yes. I mean, post-transition they can, right? Transitioning looks different for different people. You can be a trans woman and get someone pregnant, sure, as long as you still have your cake pops. Yeah, totally possible and happens often. I don't have my cake pops, so I no longer have the ability to do that, and nor did I freeze anything. So no genetic children from me, but that's a-okay. Does that answer your question? Stacy says, that sounds like one of my friends. His partner can't even grow his tree because of antidepressants. That's unfortunate. Is Daisy cis? Yes, Daisy is cis. And a hottie. Amber says, in and out today a bunch, adulting. I'm sorry. At least we know. Does Daisy know I stream? So yes, Daisy does know I stream. The end of this story, or the stopping point, end of this chapter, is that Daisy slept over, which is very nice. Even though we stayed up till 2 a.m, I'm very tired today, but that's okay. And in the morning, she chose this dress for me. She did my hair. This was her flower, actually, that she gave or lent to me. She chose my lip color, and she chose this restaurant for me to stream at. So does she know I stream? Yes. There's a chance she might be watching right now. Antidepressant struggle is so real. It really is. It really is. User52 is the GOAT. User52 is the GOAT. Glad you have a natural chemistry with her. You'll be seeing her again. I think so. I hope so. I hope so. It's nice to have like an FWB situation because it's like, the stakes are low. Not to say that, there's any, lack of chemistry. There certainly is. But it's like, it's nice to just, hang out, explore, know what we both want. And, yeah. And at a certain point, completely unrelated, I believe we are going to be making a movie that she is going to send to some of her friends. So, get on that Daisy listserv, you know what I'm saying? The glory of blank is real and should be used with no shame. Agreed, Ken. Oh, I got an itch. I can't scratch. It's like in the wrong place. When you had a bad day the other day, I had Lily do a bean to cheer you up, but you weren't in chatting. Yes. If Daisy is watching, feel free. Daisy might be watching. It's possible. If you want, I don't know. I know she's got stuff to do today, but you can always say hi, like Tina did. Sorry you missed it. I'll stop. This is all much needed positive things. I agree. Hey, don't be sorry. You can do it again when you're ready. Don't do it again. Don't do it. Okay. Shall we read the menu? I know we've waited so long. Let's read the menu. We are at a Mediterranean restaurant. There are dips. There are mezz, which are like also appetizers. There's salads. There's kebabs and skewers. There's main plates, and then there's sides. Let's see. Hi, Daisy. We love Lily's fit today. Well, there you go. Is her name actually Daisy? It is a nickname. I asked her what nickname she wanted because she has seen the stream, and she did see the stream part where I talked about it last time, the day we had high tea, and was tickled by it. So if she's not watching it right now, she will probably watch it later. It's my guess. Okay. Dips. House-made dips are served with Turkish bazlama. Did you send me? Did you send me? I don't see it. I really don't. All right. Listen. User52 is going to be like, I sent bean money and nothing comes through. Daisy, thank you for taking care of our Lily. She needed it. It's true. Daisy, thanks, Daisy. She's. All right, Austin Powers. It's on the screen. Did I miss it? Ugh. Can y'all confirm? It doesn't even send me an email. They didn't even send me an email. I need confirmation. You can confirm. It says Amber 5. Gmail, you don't need my microphone. Oh, there it is. All right, fine. I'm just not trying to let User52 pull the wool over my eyes. I'm going to say definitely, maybe, possibly. I'm going to use their eye check. I just don't see the screen. I only have the chat. Is it busy in the restaurant? Not really. We're tying issues, right? All right, here we go. This is, oh no, we already, it's either wet dog or top banana. It's top banana. That's right. That's right. It's top banana. 2 good ones in a row. That's right. That's right. Thank you, Jens. Your praying worked. Yeah, roll those eyes. Roll them. Are they tattooing each other? They're turning on the heaters, which I would prefer there not to be, but it won't be buzzing for long. Don't worry. The bean match your outfit. That is true. More bad ones later. No. I don't like the buzzing sound. Is that buzzing sound gonna go? Does the buzzing sound go away? Oh. All right. Okay. Dips served with Turkish bazlama, which is like pita bread, basically. Tahini hummus. Hummus with a bunch of stuff: radish, spicy jus, Aleppo, urfa, and olive oil. Mahamra, which is roasted bell pepper with walnut, feta, pomegranate seeds, and molasses. Mutabal, which is a lot like baba ganoush. Smoky eggplant, yogurt, tahini, mint, Calabrian chili, and crispy shallot. And then they have a tasting, which has all of them for $40. You're buzzing from not from your stream? From more. Then they have the appetizers. They have oysters, half dozen or full dozen, with fermented harissa hot sauce, sumac lime mignonette. They have burrata, which is what we had yesterday, with focaccia, prosciutto, baby heirloom tomato, and basil and balsamico. They got crudo, which is one of my favorite dishes of all time. Probably my favorite dish from this restaurant, but we get it often, so we don't have to get it this time. It is a crudo, which is sumac cured Mount Lassen trout. So it's like cured fish with labneh, which is kind of like a yogurt butter, citrus, pickled radish, and spiced tuile. They have something called cannoli di fondi, which is like a cannoli, except with mushrooms. They have falafel, with garbanzos, pickled radish, tzatziki, spinach, and herbs. They have Spanish octopus, I don't do octopus, and saganaki, which is spiced honey, dukkha, herb yogurt, persimmons, pears on flaming cheese. So they have a hummus flight. They do, but it's $40. So if we got that, that would be everything. Well, it's not a hummus flight. It's like a tasting. So it's hummus, just one type of hummus, but mahamra. It's like a dip flight. So those are the appetizers. They also have salads, which we could do as an app. They have a baby kale salad, lettuce and green salad, and a beet salad. So user 52, we're going to do a poll. Well, it's not just garbanzo beans. There's also mahamra, eggplant, vegetables, and look, this is a San Francisco restaurant. On their own, the dips are $15-16. So I guess you're kind of saving a few bucks. But I would say the tasting is going to be for like a table, because I don't want to have just dips for lunch. Okay, so these are 5-2. Let's do a poll. Do we want to do hummus? This will be for the appetizer. Hummus, crudo, which is crudo, crudo, falafel, beet salad. These are the 4 things I'm interested in. We've done oysters recently. You can put oysters on there if you really want. So 5. So one more time. Hummus, crudo, falafel, beet salad, oysters. That's 5 things. I will abide by whatever y'all want. All right, let's see how it goes. What y'all gonna vote for? Hummus right out the gate with the first vote. Falafel takes the lead with 2 votes. 3 votes for falafel. 4 votes for falafel. Hummus and crudo in the back for 2 votes each. Beet salad and oysters. Oysters got 2 votes. Falafel still leading. Crudo and oysters right behind. Oysters and falafel emerging as favorites. Crudo falling behind a little bit. Falafel, 36% of the vote. Still well ahead of the others, although oysters kind of making a bit of a comeback here. Falafel now with 40% of the vote. Hummus and crudo seem to be splitting votes between perhaps the more popular options. And a single dang person has voted for beet salad. It's a sad day at beet camp. Sorry. Sad day at beet camp. Oh, thank you, Julia. I love beets too. I want an entire oyster stream, so no oysters. Entire oyster stream? That's a lot of oysters. All right, falafel with 14 votes, almost twice the votes of the second place of oysters. Looks like we're going falafel, y'all, unless there's a movement. Someone rallies the troops for oysters. I love beets, but falafel sounds better right now. Okay. Happy hour oysters, sure. Fried oysters are tasty. I'm not opposed to fried oysters. And while we're finishing out the vote here, hello, Sauce and Spice. While we're finishing out that vote, let's start thinking about mains. Fried oyster for po' boy. Yeah, there's a little bit too much breading in those kinds of fried oysters. I guess more of like baked. I'm like going to happy hour and getting half-price Bloody Marys and oysters. That sounds fun. Hello, Fallon. How you doing? All right. Falafel has one. That is going to be our appetizer. Let's talk about our meal. They have. Last time we did, I believe, this, which was a kebab, which is just like grilled meat basically with stuff, and you can have it either in a wrap or on a plate. I think we did the plate last time, and we did the kebab, which is lamb and beef. Um, could I? Here. What is falafel? It is a Mediterranean. Here, I'll explain in a second. Could I start with the falafel, please? Thank you. What is falafel? It is ground up chickpeas or garbanzo beans, same thing, with like spices, and they're like these little like fried brown ball thingies, and you'll typically like put it in a pita or tzatziki sauce, like pickled onions, various things. It's vegetarian, staple food in like Mediterranean, also Middle East. Very popular. I need to ask, what do you think about Davina One and Only? I do not know who that is. I'm sorry to say. Never had it. Sounds good. It is. It is. Okay. So we've ordered that. Let's see about. So we've done the plate recently. So let's go ahead and kick that out of the running. If you really want, we could do a wrap this time, like a chicken wrap, Greek style lemon chicken, lettuce, parsley, tzatziki, flatbread, salad, etc. So we could do that. That'll be option number one for the poll. But I'm just going to read the rest out. So I'm not putting options on the thing yet, user 5.2, but one of them will be a chicken wrap. All right, the rest of the options. Sunchoke ravioli. Sunchoke, kind of like artichoke. With brown butter and candied hazelnuts. Have we had this before? Maybe. They have Mount Lassen trout with buttered beans puree, kale, turnips, and confit tomatoes. I love wraps. They're healthy too. They are. Do they have flavored? No, I think it's just one kind of wrap. Ooh, ravioli. Ooh, Lauren Elise just gifted a sub to Red Queen Kim. Thank you very much, Lauren Elise. That is very nice of you. Thank you. Throw some gas tanks out. What's up, Lauren? How you doing? No more ads, or excuse me, no more ads for Kimmy. Thank you for supporting the stream. Where does that put us? 500 bits away from another pack, I think. Right? Because 400 bits from another pack because of Casey's gift. Threw the math in my head. Thank you very much, Lauren. And congrats, Red Queen Kimmy, on no more ads. Okay. Sunchoke ravioli, Mount Lassen trout, summer corn lasagna. We've had this one. Sounds fun. Wasn't my favorite. Beef tenderloin with Moroccan couscous, squash, pomegranate, harissa, and prune tagine sauce. That is $48, but it is an option. Spaghetti chitara, which has hand-cut pasta, burrata, cheese, tomato basil butter sauce, and olio nuovo, which I think is olive oil. And then they have delicata squash with fennel, roasted tomato, and Aleppo relish. I love how the drink matches your dress. Thank you. Couscous is one of a very satisfying food. Okay, so options: chicken wrap, sunchoke ravioli, I don't really want the beef tenderloin. And spaghetti. How about those three? Chicken wrap, sunchoke ravioli, and spaghetti. How about that? Get it couscous, but order it like Emperor's New Couscous. What's that? That's the options. Okay, number 1, chicken wrap. Number 2, spaghetti. Number 3, ravioli. Chicken wrap, spaghetti, ravioli. For the pearled couscous, yeah. I like couscous, period, but all these options sound good. I don't even have couscous as a side. They have rice pilaf, There's they have potatoes, vegetables, salads, sprouts, no couscous. No couscous. All right, there's the main ravioli and chicken wrap duking it out. Wow, very even. Very even. Very, very even. Yeah. All right, let's see. Oh wow, ravioli winning. Ravioli winning. 58% of the vote. That's pretty good. Chicken wrap putting up a fair fight though. One person. Who was the one? Can I ask who's the one person who voted for ravioli? Let's comfort that person in their time of need. They voted spaghetti. They had the bravery to stand up when no one else would for spaghetti. Who among us hasn't felt the pressure to fall in with the crowd and say no to spaghetti? One person. It was Shane. You said yes to spaghetti, and hey, someone else just joined you, Shane. Someone else said, you know what, Shane, you are not alone. I also want spaghetti. You know, Haley says less less upsetting, more spaghetti. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Today, in this time of upheaval, these trying, tumultuous times, who has the strength to stand up for spaghetti? Apparently, not enough people because ravioli. All right, ravioli it is. Easy peasy. All right, good stuff, y'all. Good stuff. All right, so we talked about my tea. My tea. Did we? Are there any? Do we have any burning questions about that tea? I don't think. I think I covered it all. Right, pretty much. Um, right, and then what else? That's pretty much my. I mean, since you saw me last, that's pretty much what I did. After the stream yesterday, I went home, took off all my makeup, lied on the couch for 3 hours, and then Daisy arrived. And that was it. And then Daisy actually only left me, like, she actually came to the restaurant and then eventually like left before the stream, um, and went home. But yeah. So that's my thing. I did schedule the surgery today. That's good. My surgeon called. Getting another round of X-rays early next month. So yeah, that's my update. Anyone got that tea? Should I sing the tea theme song? Give me a tea, give me a tea. What's the tea for Lily? Give me the tea, I want that tea. If you got something funny happening at your work or in your family, in your friend group, anywhere you wanna talk about it, gossip about it, let us deliberate and debate about it. What you gonna do? Who you gonna tell? It's tea time with Lily. And now we wait. The chicken wrap does sound refreshing. I agree with you, but you know, surgery for what? Yeah, my collarbone. There's like about a month ago I broke it, and I needed surgery for them to put a plate in there to hold the bone together. Yeah, I had surgery, but they need to like put a metal plate in there so that the bone heals correctly, and the plate then has to come out eventually. So that will happen in March, which will be a much easier recovery because unlike the last time when my bone was broken, my bone will not be broken. It will be mostly healed by then. You know, the only thing that will have to heal after is, the plate is essentially screwed into my shoulder, so there's like little pockets where the screws were that have to heal. But by and large, by that point, the worst of it will just be the incision. Nothing exciting really. Just that my brain has been making me an anxiety bean. I'm sorry, Bailey. Brains are just like that, aren't they? What's my birthday plans? Baby girl, I do not know what my birthday plans are. My birthday is on Saturday. Literally, like, there's a content, I told you, there's a content creator friend who, in theory, I need to text her today, is coming to San Francisco to visit this weekend. Not for my birthday. We've never even met in person, but she's really sweet from what I know of her. And we're going to hang out and stuff this weekend and collaborate on content. But I don't have any. I have like activities to do this weekend, but I do not have birthday plans, if that makes sense. So if you have ideas, like I would love to do an escape. I remember I did this maybe like early 2023. This was the very beginning of my streaming career. Maybe it was 2024. I don't know. But I went to an escape room and streamed it live, and the place was cool with me doing it. But I've done so many escape rooms since then, so I know the answers to all the ones at that place, so I can't do those again. And there's not many places that A, allow you to film, and B, are like one person completable. Usually most rooms require teamwork. It's not something you can do on your own. Bailey's anxiety is super annoying, and my instinct is self-sabotage. So instead, I'm forcing myself into nature. Good for you. Good for you. So are you outside right now? Like, what you doing currently? And trust me, the self-sabotage instinct, I get it. I get it. K-Max says, my husband and I have done 40 escape rooms. Heck yes, K-Max. That's awesome. Are you aware of I forget what they're called. There's like this, I guess, company that every year picks a new location globally. Maybe just in the US or North America, but they pick a new location and the tickets are really expensive, like $1,000, $1 or $2,000. But you go to and it was San Francisco last year, I think. And you and like a team, like maybe 8 to 10 people, all fly out. You're in San Francisco and you do like back to back escape rooms. And you're paying for the guides, like the people organizing it, and the escape rooms, which are pretty pricey. Doesn't that sound fun? I wanted to do the San Francisco one, but they were sold out. I probably could have afforded it at the time. I would have. Do a photo shoot for your birthday with a cute outfit on. Okay, photo shoot? What kind of photo shoot? I do need to get my hair straightened to take my updated yearly progress picture. So maybe I do that on my birthday. Oh, you're the sweetest. Yeah, Bailey's the best. Cozy said, my sister's in the ICU. Oh, no. I'm guilting myself because I was driving the car. Oh, no. Is she going to be okay? Like, we don't have to talk about it any more than you want to, but don't beat yourself up too much, Cozy. Like, and keep us posted, please, because that's terrifying. Jeez, I hope everything's okay. Bailey says, I'm just getting my coat and backpack walking outside. Good. Janice said, escape rooms are a huge trigger for me. Okay. My husband and I did one together, but ended up getting into a huge damaging fight because we couldn't agree if the knob was to the left or the right. Jeez. I'm sorry to hear that, Janice. It sounds like maybe there was something bigger than just the knob happening that you were actually fighting about, or not. I don't know. I'm sorry to hear that, though. K-Max says, I have to look into it. We travel for my work. You're a boxing judge? Get out of here. Thank you. I need to know more about the life of a boxing judge. Thank you. What boxes do you... I mean, is cardboard or plastic? Okay. I know what you mean. Look at this. This is falafel. Very fancy falafel. Book the rooms everywhere, so good chance of finding it. Okay, good. Danielle says, I don't know, maybe just some cute pics for the photo shoot. Nice background scenery, doesn't have to be crazy. Okay. Think about it. So you're wishing a speedy recovery. Can't blame yourself. Yeah. And you can't blame yourself. They're so much cuter with your natural curly texture, though. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Yeah, but I think once a year it's fun to straighten it and see how long it is. Hiking is the best. Yeah. I've done it before. It's not my favorite, but I get why people like it. I'm waiting for answers now, trying to distract myself. Thank you for the support. It means, of course, we're here for you, my friend. We got Yum, right? Looks good. I'll come in with me. Okay, Bailey. K-Max says, I judge and referee amateur boxing. Wow. Based in New England, but I'm the youngest official at 22. Started shadowing at 15, working at 18. Now I travel the world. Wow. Wow. You make good money doing that? I mean, I guess it's such a niche thing. So if you're doing amateur boxing, but you're only 22, that means that probably over the course of your career, you'll be like in the big leagues, right? At some point soon, right? It'll probably be like, the big fights that are on the big TVs, like the pay-per-view situation, sounds like. Maybe. Crazy. That's cool. Regina used to work in an escape room. I can't tell you how many couples I've seen break up. Really? Oh my God. Tell us some stories, Regina. This is the tea. I ask for tea. Yeah, bring me the tea, y'all. It doesn't matter if it's fresh or not. As long as it's hot. It can be from before. I want to hear about it. I have an update on my friend. You remember who I thought was getting catfish? Can you give us like a little brief summary, time off queen? Because it has been a while. Nature is healing. Yes, this is falafel. I'm trying to. Thought the plate was a thick tortilla. It kind of does look like that. I can see why you would think that. Right. They pay all expenses to travel, but it's a stipend base. Okay. My goal is the Olympics, not this round, but next time. Headed to Colorado Olympic Training Center in March. Wow. So were you ever boxing yourself, or were you always like on the judge track? Like, how does that work? Are the judges like ex-boxers or people who? I'm assuming you know a lot about boxing, but are you ever in the ring yourself? Positive thoughts or cozy. This is falafel no pita. Yeah, it's like an appetizer falafel. Mm. Mm. Yeah, it's good. Nice and moist. Really flavorful. I can see it being good with falafel, but honestly, it's great on its own. Mm. What's a falafel? It's like a fried chickpea spice ball. It's very good. That was very nice. Very nice. I didn't run this game. I didn't run the game for this couple, but one of my coworkers hosted a room for a marriage proposal. Oh no, the girl said no. Apparently they went on a first date in that same room a month prior. Ooh. Proposing after a month is wild. Proposing after 3 months is wild. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, Time Off Queen says, I called a woman out for catfishing my friend David. Come to find out, she has pretended to be a nurse this whole time, and even pretended to be a doctor in residency school at one point. She would even message saying at work sharding and couldn't talk. Come to find out, she's an army wife who stays at home. Weirdo. Okay. So is that the update, or is that the new information? I forget exactly where we left it. That is crazy. She isn't single and not a nurse. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm crazy. Hey Max, the boxing judge says, you're always on the judging track. Got into it because my dad loved boxing, and I got to tag along with him. Okay. Now we're both working together. Pros make upwards of $40K an event? The judges, you mean? That's crazy. And how many events are there? Like, it's not every weekend, right? It's like infrequently, maybe? A couple of years? Like 3, 4, 5 years? I don't know. I'm 20 plus years ahead. Most start this at retirement age. So you have like huge potential to be a boxing judge for the ages. Good for you. Good for you. Isn't it illegal to pretend to be a nurse? Probably. Could you ask my server to come over, please? Thank you. Mm. What dish will we decide on? The ravioli? Looks good. Could I do the sunchoke ravioli, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, Kiwi. Nice and easy lemon squeeze. Heck yeah. Yes, this is the appetizer now. I mean, we've been going for a while, but you're good. We still got more food. I'm gonna do some of this thing. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not cool to pretend to be a nurse. It's not cool to catfish someone. Mm, that's good. Not gonna lie, that's good. That's good. So referees and judges, Vegas shows happen every few months, but you have to relocate to Vegas to be selected. Okay. So it really is like a once you're at the top of your game, then you can be selected every once in a while for like the really high level job that like quarter. But I'm assuming in between you do like more amateur stuff to like fill in the gaps, so you're not just like doing nothing all day. When you said I once ran an escape room, excuse me. I once ran an escape room for a gender reveal. I'm usually not a fan, but the family was so sweet, and I low-key cried with them. That is sweet. That is nice. Okay, so that's a good story. I'd like to hear that. And then when she called, okay, so back to the catfisher. Then when she got called out about lying about everything, her 15-year-old son came on the phone cussing everyone out and saying racist things. Like, how dare you catch my mom catfishing? This is her hobby. How dare you take that away from her? Weird. How's it even happen? Willie, what'd you do before being a streamer, before doing a content creator? I worked in tech. It was like video game adjacent. It was actually sadly like NFT bullshit. I wasn't a fan, but it paid the bills. I worked with nice people, don't get me wrong, but there's a reason I don't work there anymore, and it's because the company failed. Not my fault. Yes, exactly. Building your portfolio. Gotcha. Okay, well, good for you, K-Max. Sounds like you got a very bright and long road ahead of you. And if you ever need a friend to fly out to Vegas and hang out and shoot some content about boxing stuff, I'm your girl. Hit me up. He was calling everyone the blank word and then continue to pretend to be a nurse. Okay, well, I'm glad you figured out the catfish. Wow. There's a box at the end that had a card with the baby's gender. Very cute. Now look, I am obligated to say by my own legal code that there's no way to know a baby's gender until they're old enough to tell you themselves. At most, you are revealing what the baby's parts are, which does not determine their gender. You could say our baby is probably a boy or probably a girl because statistically the parts give you statistically more people with the P are boys and more people with the V are girls, but it's not necessarily the case, right? If my parents had a gender reveal for me when I was being born, they would have been wrong. Which is why I think gender reveal parties are silly. I think generally they're not bad faith. It's not like, I think just people do them because it's a tradition, but I think it is a silly tradition that does perpetuate some misinformation about gender. That being said, I'm all for a party to celebrate a baby, and I think with a few small tweaks, it would be perfectly fine. But that being said, they're a bigger fish to fry. So, and it's great that there was a nice moment for that family. Okay, so Time Off Queen says, anyways, I feel like your friend keeps falling for catfishes because he's lonely. He's a grumpy old man and just wants attention. I mean, that's what he wants. Like, sometimes there's like, old men, like 90-year-old wealthy men who marry like the 20-something vixen, and they both understand what it is and what's being exchanged. Makes me happy. Your local LBC. What is LBC? Might need help with that. Most are incredibly behind and don't stream because no one knows how. Interesting. Local boxing club, maybe? I don't normally like gender reveals because of how over the top people are. The fireworks and streamers are a waste. Yeah. And then, like, you'll hear about the thing where someone did fireworks and burned down part of a forest. Really? I get that people want to celebrate their child. I think that's a great idea. I just don't know why we have to bring people's parts into the conversation. You know, people always criticize me and other trans people, like, you're obsessed with gender. It's like, are you sure? It's just us. Are you sure? Are you sure? You sure about that? My parents didn't have a gender reveal party for me, and I feel sad about it. Yeah, but what if you were trans and they had gotten it wrong? Isn't that silly? Wouldn't that be silly? The fireworks harm the environment too. Again, there's so many worse things than gender reveal parties. At worst, I think they're just kind of like misguided, but in good faith. But they annoy me. They annoy me. You could do a gender reveal now. In fact, I think the best way to do a gender reveal party is to just have a party to celebrate the child in general before they're born. But then, once the kid is born and, you know, they can walk and talk a little bit and they know what their gender is, let them reveal the gender. Instead of it being like the parents and the, you know, with like the whatever streamers or whatever, have the kid decide when they're like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, and they know for sure. Give them the ability. They can, you know, do the firework, and they can be like, hey everyone, what's up? I'm a girl. Surprise, motherfuckers. Yeah, isn't that fun? And then the kid can have like a fun thing to look forward to. It's kind of like, you know how there's in a bunch of cultures, like there's like a coming of age thing, like there's a bar mitzvah, a quinceañera, a confirmation. They're sometimes tied in with religion, sometimes not. This could be that, but for like much younger. Like every kid has their own gender reveal party when they're 5 or something like that. Isn't that fun? Wouldn't that be fun? I personally think gender reveals are too much. I love baby showers. Yeah, baby showers can be fun. My parents didn't want to know my gender until I was born. Again, good effort, but gender can't be known until you're able to tell people yourself, right? Your parts. And I know that that's what you mean. I think it's important to have these kinds of conversations using the right terminology, because so many people, and I'm not saying this is you, Regina, but so many people don't know the difference between like your parts and your gender. And that is like leads to a lot of like greater misunderstandings. I'm sorry, I'm being annoying, but like, you understand. Time Off Queen said, I don't know. I had 5 kids and it just seems stupid. But regardless, Regina says it was cool to be raised in a gender neutral kind of way. I love that. I mean, I think that the best thing to do is to just give your kid choices, right? It's like, do you want, you know, girl toy, boy toy, girl name, boy name, girl clothes, boy clothes, or gender neutral as an option, like, so your kid can figure it out themselves. Jen says, how can you be sad about something that happened when you were in utero? Me or tax fraud? Just have the shower. Yeah. Baby shower makes sense. Gender reveal should be mixed into the shower if they want to do a whole separate event. I mean, if we're gonna do the gender reveal, I would just ask that you rename it, because you're not revealing the gender. You're just not. And I get that like everyone knows what I mean, but we just call it gender reveal, but it's not. Like, people need to use the right terms, because words are important. If you really want, call it a parts reveal, which is weird and gross, but like that's really what you're talking about. I did a private scan in 4D to get not the gender, the parts, right? Parts. No party. I want it to be a private moment. That makes sense. My in-laws are mad. They won't know the parts of your baby. They can get banished. Totally. I don't know if I like people enough to come to my house for a gender reveal. Knowing your baby's parts is totally fine. It's normal to know to prepare for caring for those parts and medical things that come with the parts, but it's only important for the parents to know. Totally. Like, yeah. It's gender reveal parties are harmless in and of themselves. They just speak to a fundamental misunderstanding of how people think about gender in the world, and how, you know, if you have a gender reveal party for someone, you're essentially like setting an expectation for that kid. With the expectation, which is normally true, right? If it's the parts that I have, it's a boy usually, and it's harmless, because if the kid's a boy, then great. But if they're not a boy, that means you had a whole party. You invited that kid's whole community, or soon to be community, into one place and said, this is what this child is. Everyone, this is a boy, right? Imagine that the kid was just standing there, having already been born, and everyone's looking at you like, I acknowledge you as a boy, before you even have the ability to say something yourself, right? It just bothers me. It just bothers me. But I think we're all mostly here on the same page. I like having an opportunity to celebrate your kid. I do. All right. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Your community would do that with or without the party. Well, you might be right, but having this conversation is one step on the way for that not to happen, right? Like, I agree with you. With or without a gender reveal, that expectation is there, but what I'm talking about is like a larger effort to remove that expectation. Do I still have an Amazon wish list? Do I? I don't think so. Should I make one? I guess I could. I don't know. I did not braid my hair. Daisy braided my hair. Daisy, who spent the night at my apartment last night. I have over 20 inches of snow around my car. Oof. Oof. Yes, please send a wish list. I don't even know what I would want. I respectfully disagree because as a parent, there's lots of things you need to do depending on the parts. I don't think we're in disagreement. Like, we're not in disagreement, Victoria. I'm not saying ignore what their parts are. It's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is gender and parts, very different things. There is no such thing as a gender reveal before the kid's born because you simply don't know what their gender is, period. You know what their parts are, you don't know what their gender is. Does that make sense? Parts do not equal gender. Gender do not equal parts. You know what I'm saying? No. A lot of people require the gender of the child. You mean the parts of the child, right? These things get conflated all the time, right? Sometimes, like even on my legal documentation, right? Their gender and sex are interchangeably used. They're not the same thing, right? And that's the point. So, like, you can do a reveal of like, my baby has this set of parts, my baby has that set of parts, but in reality, that's all that's what you're doing. You're not, because when I was born, they said it's a boy. They would have been wrong. See what I'm saying? Can make me want to phase that too. I want 20 inches of snow around my car. I want all the excuses not to leave. Fair. A lot of people were. Oh, hold on. There it is. Snow is pretty to look at, but I could live without it. I could deal with never seeing snow again. But if you're registering your child for school or health, they ask you female or male. Okay. But again, what if you have a trans kid? I guess I'm just asking you to think like, what if your kid is 5 and they are trans and they say, "Mom, I'm a girl," right? Like, let's say I figured it out when I was 5, said I was a girl, and they needed to register for me for school. They want to sign me up with the girls, right? Like, gender would be girl. They shouldn't care about my parts. All I'm saying is that when you do a gender reveal, you are setting an expectation for something that is not definite. That's all I'm saying. Guess you could have a party saying if they pee standing up or not and not say gender, right? Like, exactly. Have a party for your kid. Great. But why box them? You know? Ontario has so much snow. Yeah, I bet it has snow. One of the reasons I moved out here, I lived in Minnesota for 4 years, and I am good. No snow needed. Done. I have had my fill. Oh my god, there's so many anonymous questions. Oh my. That is so interesting. Huh. I feel like if this person is watching, all right, y'all ready for a little bit more tea? Someone said, "How would this is different? How would you feel if Americans fought back against ICE?" Great, do it. I'll do it myself. Um, okay. So without using any proper nouns here, y'all remember I was like messaging. I think I mentioned this on stream. I remember I was messaging someone on an app, and we were gonna go on a date a week, not yesterday, but the week before yesterday. Y'all remember that? And I kind of was saying to myself, like, what's that beeping? It's just someone backing up far away. Yeah, and they got called into work. Exactly, Frankie. But then they were like, I'm gonna delete my dating app account soon. Like, can I get your phone number? And I said, look, I don't give my phone number out very often because people want my phone number, and I don't like. People try and leak it. Like, not to saying you're going to do that, but I just like, as a general rule, don't give it out to people who I don't know very well. And they're like, oh, okay, that's fine. And then we kept chatting, and then their account just disappeared one day. I assumed they had deleted it. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. And could I have the dessert menu, please? Thank you. Look at this, y'all. Can you see that okay? Anyways, they, out of nowhere, just messaged me, but specifically on the anonymous question submission, and said, hey, it's blank, their name. My account is blocked, long story, but if you want to add me on Discord, it's blank. I obviously won't say it on here. Thank you. Thank you. So, interesting. I will respond to them later today. Came into the stream late. Yeah. Oh, what's the drink? It's a salted tangerine, and this is, what is this again? Sunchoke ravioli with brown butter and candied hazelnuts. It does look pretty good, not gonna lie. The plate is quite warm. Your dress matches your drink. Yes, it does. Thank you. Got some like other nasty questions in there. I'll see if I want to answer any of them. Here's a good one. Someone says, when was this? 12:50, like an hour ago. Still a good question. They said, do you think that since trans women can get hair removal for free, cis women with PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, often results in like facial hair from an excess of testosterone, that cis women with PCOS and other issues deserve to get the same treatment for free as well? I feel like this is a gotcha question of like, well, if you get free hair removal, what do you think about cis women with PCOS? Yeah, of course they should get it for free. Yes, healthcare should be free. Duh. Also, some healthcare providers will cover hair removal for PCOS people, specifically electrolysis, I believe. I know it's not like that easy to get covered from people I know who have had it, but yeah. Someone said, why is gender transition covered but women's health isn't? This is a great example of someone pitting women against each other, right? Like, why should you have it better than the others? The fact of the matter is that a lot of cis women's health coverage is bad, and so is trans women's health like coverage. It's not like we have it better than y'all or vice versa. Women's health, period, trans or cis, is not covered well enough under American health insurance, period. There's no, it's not like it's easier to be trans or it's easier to be a cis woman. It's just hard to be a woman, period, when it comes to healthcare. Someone said, why do trans activists care more about themselves than women? Once again, pitting us against each other. Cis women, trans women, we're all in the same boat. We have slightly different struggles, but our struggle, the struggle of the trans woman is the struggle of the cis woman, and vice versa. It truly is. Some fun anonymous questions. All right, shall we? Shall we? What flavor is the drink? It is salted tangerine, so it's like tangerine juice, tarragon, and salt. It's like a salty thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so rich. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's really good. You have to order bread a la carte, yeah. Okay, but I'm not going to lie. There are, I believe, 6 raviolis here as one. But it's good. It's good. Do I like eggnog? It is ravioli, yes. The brown butter sauce is the real star. It's a great sauce. Wow. Wow. All right. There are 4 desserts. I'm not super excited about any of them, but let's see. There's baklava with chocolate, hazelnut, rose water, and vanilla ice cream. You'd love to dip bread in that sauce. I can see that. You like eggnog? I'm okay with eggnog. I'm not like a huge fan. I didn't drink any this past holiday season. It just didn't happen. I'm not like, I wouldn't, I'm not into eggnog enough to buy it for myself. It's like at a party, you know, I'll take a sip, but banana chocolate brownie with banana and coffee and rocher glaze. It's got coffee. Can't do that. San Sebastian cheesecake with burnt honey, honeycomb, and apple compote. And winter apple sorbet with roasted grapes and citrus marinated apple. What do y'all think? Weirdly, the baklava is calling to me the most, but I'm not excited. I don't know. They had this chocolate cake that they used to have that was really good. Oh, like, I don't know why they stopped it. It's good though. It's really good. It's really salty, but like in the best possible way. No, I've asked. They still don't have. They asked. They don't have it. They don't have it. A couple responses. Oh, I gotta go on the Google form to see any responses. Individual responses. Excuse me. All right. Okay, here we go. A little bit of confession needed. Or not confession. This is advice needed, I should say. They said, Lily, I am worried that I might be gay. They said, I enjoy the D, but I am physically attracted to both women and men. I was married for 16 years and going through a divorce and unsure how to start dating. Well, let me tell you something. Being gay is really fun. First and foremost, you said you're worried. There's no need to worry. Being gay is actually like really cool. It's pretty great. I'm not going to lie. You know, if you're attracted to both men and women, great. You might be bi or pan. There are a lot of people who feel exactly like this. A lot of people. Daisy, who I told you about earlier, is one of them. You're going through a divorce, how to start dating. Well, I would check out a few apps, you know, get on an app or two. You could do like the classics like Tinder, Bumble, or Hinge. But if you're in a big enough city, there's an app called Her, Her, like she, her, which is specifically for women dating women, or, you know, femmes maybe, you know, just no cis men, basically. And just See who's around in your age group, your age bracket. They're out there. Also, check out local community stuff. Like if you have a gay bar or a lesbian bar nearby, pay a visit there. If there's any like clubs, queer LGBTQ clubs, that's a great place to start. You know, I would be, maybe try and frame it as less worried and more excited because you're starting a really fun chapter of your life. Because, as I said, being gay, really fun. Women dating women, hot and great. But feel free to continue chatting in the chat or in my DMs or in the anonymous question thing. Are there some surgeries you think are cosmetic rather than gender affirming? I mean, in like the whole realm of surgeries? Sure, but I mean specifically of the gender affirming surgeries that currently exist, are there some I think shouldn't be classified as gender affirming? No. Someone said, how do you feel about the idea that everyone is a little gay? Wishful thinking. I would love it if that were true. I don't think it is, sadly. I just think it's too difficult to generalize about that kind of thing. Do I think that there are people who are a little gay who, just repress that feeling and, will never like indulge it even a little bit? Yes, absolutely. But with 8 billion people on the planet, I think it's maybe even far-fetched to assume that every single one is a little bit gay. All right. That's the most recent question. What do we think? Maybe stuff. Oh, bummer. Connecting to the chat. Y'all still there? Y'all being quiet now. Y'all being real quiet. Someone's putting gas tanks out. Last thing I saw was not saying, oh, bummer. Did I miss something? Stacy says, no, same. I don't think anyone is completely straight. I mean, look, I wish that. I hope that's true. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. GW is completely straight. See, that's the thing. It's like, I agree with you, Stacy, that I think a lot of people who might say they're straight, maybe, and I'm not saying this is UGW, but I think that there are certain people out there who like might repress a little bit of, a little gay thought here and there. But I don't think we can generalize to everyone. I would disagree that like there are people out there who think they're straight or try to convince themselves they're 100% straight when maybe they're like 90% straight. I don't know. But I don't think it's everyone. Glitterat says, I'm loving your dress today and it matches your drink. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm just not feeling dessert today. How about this? How about instead of dessert, let's open 2 more Lorcana packs. What do you say? And we'll get the bill. Y'all cool with that? Y'all also real quiet. Real quiet. Back to the anonymous questions. Oh, okay. Okay. This is a fun one. They said, I have a plump V. Plump V. What a way to phrase it. And I'm a trans man. I'm thinking of having bottom surgery, but at the same time, I'm worried that I may miss my plump V. How did you make the decision for bottom surgery? Well, first and foremost, I have not had bottom surgery yet, but I will be getting it. How do I make the decision? I think, could I have the check, please? Thank you. The way I made the decision was, I thought, if I could snap my fingers and, no surgery, no pain, just literal snap my fingers and the parts change from what they are to the other ones. Like no scars, no nothing, it's just switched. If I could do that, would I snap my fingers? And there's no going back. The answer is yes, 100% yes, God, please. That's how I figured it out, right? Because for a while, I think I was letting the idea of the surgery and the difficulty therein affect my my thinking on if I wanted it or not. Because do you want it is very different than do you want to go through the pain of it? Because of course you don't. Nobody wants to go through that. And yes, you can weigh if it's worth it or not, but knowing if you want it in the first place, the best way to figure that out is just if the pain wasn't there, would I want it? And the answer there should be yes. Grip and rip, you got it. Delicious idea. The growth you made in answering questions looks good on you, or maybe it has to do with your fun last night. You know what? I'll take either. Thank you, Kat. Victoria says, I'm not sure if this is my end or yours, but I've written a few things you haven't acknowledged. Do you want to resubmit them? Because I've skipped over a couple, but only a couple that are like bad faith, and I don't think that's what you would have. Okay. Here's another question. They said, and y'all can tell me if at any point this is like a troll. I don't think this is necessarily a troll, but like, you know, a troll might like submit a plot of a movie or something just to kind of mess with me. But because I remember a podcast I listened to, someone submitted a movie plot as a question and they answered it seriously. This kind of sounds like a Hallmark movie, but they said, hello, my name is Madison. I make cheesecakes full time. Okay. They said, I think I may be a closeted lesbian because anytime I want to give my husband a blank, I just want to cry. Am I a lesbian? Maybe. If the reason you don't want to give him one is because you don't like men, then yeah, you might be a lesbian. But if it seems legit, okay. I think it probably totally is. But if the reason you don't want to give him one is because you don't like him, as opposed to not liking men, right? Like that's the thing you need to figure out. Do you not like him as a person? Like if he was the exact same as he is right now, except a woman, would it all be good? The cheesecake lore added nothing but somehow everything. That's what the cheesecake thing threw me. It's like such a specific detail, completely irrelevant to the story as far as I know. It was like, is there like a Hallmark movie or something where like some closeted gay woman makes cheesecakes and figures it out? Like, I don't know. Anyways, we'll say it's legit. If they're in the chat, they should say why they don't like it. Yeah, if you're in the chat, let me know. I mean, as a straight cis girl, how many girls actually like it? We do it for them. I think probably lots of straight cis girls actually like it. The times I've given ones to other trans girls, I've enjoyed it. For saying. With my ex, I hated giving blank. With my hubby, I love it. Could be an issue of who it is. Right, that's the thing. Like, it's the difference between disliking him and disliking men. Do you dislike it because he's a man, or do you dislike it because you don't like him? Right? If he was a woman, would you like him? Think about it that way. Maybe he doesn't wash enough. There's not enough info. Yeah. If you wouldn't mind, whoever this is, Madison, giving us an update. We want to know, A, tell us more about the cheesecake. You making cheesecake. We just want to know. B, why do you think you don't like it? And C, does he wash? Is he one of those guys who thinks touching his own butt is gay? They're out there. Be careful. Ken says, I used to love it, but then I got TMJ. Well, that's very fair, Ken. Very fair. You got injured in the line of duty. Victoria says, I like it because I like seeing him happy, but I mean, you don't have to like it. But if he was a woman, would you like it? Yeah. In Madison, if a juicy, delicious kitty was in front of you, ready to be devoured in all of its glory, do you think you'd still cry? Another great question. Lily says, I absolutely love my hubs and do not like giving it and never have. I've met plenty of cis women who do not like giving it, but I have also met plenty who enjoy it. I don't mind it at all. I don't get to do it as often as I'd like. Again, two trans women, specifically. But yeah. It's a nice change of pace sometimes. Because if you would cry at that as well, my best advice is scoot over, baby, and let mama cook. God. Just get blank and maybe you'd enjoy it. I wouldn't do that. Because I feel like that's just going to make whatever it is worse. And you're not going to have the introspective ability to be like, yeah, I like this because blah, blah, blah. And the mouse queen, not bad. We got a super rare Queen of Hearts. What can you do? Have they said why they don't like it? They have not, though we have asked for clarification. So if they respond back, if you are still here, Madison, we would love to know more. We are all very curious. Oh, okay. We got a response. I'm not sure if it's from her. They said, maybe you're not a lesbian, but just not a giver. A possibility. Yeah, Regina, I agree. All right, let's see. Reload. Is this from Madison? Okay. I believe this is Madison. They said, I dated a woman once before my husband. I find myself flirting with women. My husband is my best friend, but I do not enjoy blank or blank. Well, I do not enjoy the whole shebang, X or oral either with him. Once again, though, I'm not saying this. You could. Here's the thing. You could be bi, right? But like we still don't have enough information. You find yourself flirting with women. Well, you're definitely a little gay, and good for you. Being gay is great, but it still doesn't clear up the question of the husband, right? Like, do you ever find yourself attracted to men, period? Like any man? Or is it only women? Because you could be bi, and bi women all the time have husbands who they love and are attracted to, and still are attracted to women. And that could be you, but also you got to figure out, like, are you interested in men ever? Like, if you could make men just go away or not ever pay attention, or whoa, wait, is this a special art, or am I going crazy? Am I crazy? It doesn't have a border. Is this a misprint? If that's a misprint, that's worth something. Thank you. Am I crazy? That might be a misprint. Misprints are actually worth stuff. I'm going to sleeve that just in case. Can someone look up this card, please? I could be wrong. It could be nothing. But I want to be safe rather than sorry. All right, hold on. That's what I do and haven't had an issue. I mean, good for you. Whatever works for you. I'm just saying, like, this person needs to differentiate between, is it the husband as a human that's a problem, or is it the husband as a man that's the problem, right? Is it the man of it all, or is it the person, right? Because if it's the man of it all, then you definitely gay. This person. Okay, mint is going for 25 cents. That makes sense. But can you tell me, does this look like a misprint? Because there should be a border, right, around the whole thing. There's not here, right? Am I crazy? That's why I thought it looked so different at first, right? And there's like a weird, you know what I mean? I'll have to ask some of my Lorcana friends, because misprints can be kind of valuable sometimes. We'll see. It looks different, but not 100. Okay, that's fine. I'll research when I get back. I mean, yeah. Have they ever liked steamy time with their husband? Yeah, ever. It sounds like no. Did I? Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. All right, I think we got to get out of here. Go ahead and guess. We got the drink, the app, and the main. I didn't just show my card number, did I? I don't think so. Let me know if I did. Okay, thank you, User52. I'm trying to do the math here. All right. Am I leaving a Disney card? I don't think so today. I tipped about 30%. Could. That's fine. All right. Yeah, this could be. I'm very curious about this as a potential misprint. Either way, an interesting pull. Maybe a good pull, maybe a great pull. Yeah, no spills. No spills today. Not a misprint, all three cards. Okay, so this. I was literally just thinking, what if my. What about my iconic Mickey? What happened? And I just got an email that said, it's been received. Thank God. All right, let's see if there's any information about it. Yes, I'll enter my password. Touch ID. Yes, yes, yes. Verify. Come on. I don't think it's rated yet. I think it's just been received. Tell you what, if this card comes back rated 10 and I'm able to sell it, that might be a Disney trip for us right there. Okay. It is currently being researched so that each item can be correctly. Okay. Great. That is good. It's good stuff. Great, great, great. All right. Not a misprint. They have continuous art so they can. Okay, got it. Got it. Thank you. I was like, that's why I was so like, is there something here? Like, clearly not. That's okay. That's okay. All right, let me put the rares away. Look. There it is. All right, let's see. Did everyone get their guesses in? All right. Chat paused. Can you chat update? Frankie, my friend. Yes, 88. A fun number. But 10 looks about to be $2,000. I mean, it's not a full Disney trip, but that's us on our way. Frankie, you guessed 88. The full total, I was $69.58. I tipped $21, making it. I did that math right. Yeah, $90.58, which means you were the closest. Now, do you know? What you win? And also, Kate says, would you still stream if you won $1 billion in the lottery? Kate, let me tell you something. All I do would be streaming if I won $1 billion, because streaming is the thing I have the most fun doing. I would probably, if I won $1 billion, I would probably get a really nice house, not like big, really nice, just like all of my essentials. I would have a Coca-Cola freestyle machine. I'd have a Tempur-Pedic bed. Like, I don't need it big. I just need it fun and nice. Probably near Disneyland. And I'd probably just stream there all the time. And then fly other places and stream at other theme parks and hang out with y'all all the time. It would be so much more streaming because I wouldn't have to worry about so much of the other like administrative stuff. I'd have someone do that for me. And like, oh, I can't get this thing today because this is too expensive. I don't have to worry about that anymore. We just all get to hang out and have fun. That would be the best. And also, I would, of course, be able to pay people like User52 way more money. And that would be great. Anyways. Thanks for the stream, of course, Billy. What do I have to do to get another Valorant stream? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, are these more rares? No. But anyways, as I was saying, Frankie, you win nothing. You win nothing at all. First off, how dare you? First off, how dare you? Second off, how dare you? Did y'all see that? It's vibrating. Go for Lily? Hey, Tangerine, what's up? You're calling on behalf of your client? Frangerine? Are you sure you mean Frankie? Oh, you go by Frangerine with that. Got it. That's their nickname. Okay. Got it. Oh, do I see the tarragon leaves? Yeah. Do they look sharp? Yeah. They're actually like needles and knives. Oh, that sounds threatening. It is a threat. Okay, what do you want me to do? Okay, I'll give Francherine something better. I'm sorry. I'm gonna drink you now. Okay, love you. Bye. Doing everything. Congrats. The essentials. You start drinking soda again. No. Well, I never stopped drinking soda. I just stopped drinking caffeine. Very different. I have no issue with like caffeine-free soda, of which there is many different varieties. They're just very hard to find, and even in Coca-Cola freestyle machines, there's not always the option because you can have as many or as few flavors in a Coca-Cola freestyle machine as you so choose. So, my braids are ringing. What's that mean? It's ringing. I don't know what that means. Did I miss the total? Yes, it was 90 something. W. Frankie, indeed. Bottoms up. Oh, my braids. Oh, I missed it. I should have done the braids. You're right. I saw that too late. Next time I do braids. So do you think I should do the braids again? Also, what fake phone? Well, you think when someone calls me, I'm like pretending? I've never done that before. Caffeine-free Diet Dr. Pepper. Mwah. It's like non-existent, but it should be existent. Daisy should. Do you think Daisy would need something to hold on to? Let me tell you something. I need something to hold on to because y'all misunderstand my role. Let's just say it ain't a bottom. Certainly not. How do you think I crossed the finish line last night? It ain't like that. Just saying. You always feel better around y'all, just sweating out the stress. Good for you. Good for you. We really closed this place down, didn't we? Eyebrows. Gross. Excuse me, user 52. You talk to your boss like that? User 52? I'm sorry. What's that I hear? Demotion? Pay cuts? Now I know I'm really gonna get an earful later. Because if the real ones know that I am not user 52's boss, it is the other way around. Okay. Was there 2 rubber bands? You're indestructible. Is that true? You sure about that? Alright, I am gonna go and freaking hibernate for the rest of the day because I'm tired. Because freaking Daisy kept me up all night long till like 2 in the morning, which I'm not used to because I'm not actually complaining. I'm not joking. I'm joking around. Good to see you too, Glitter Rat. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Appreciate you. I'll be back tomorrow. Any ideas for what kind of food you want to see tomorrow? Throw out some ideas in the chat if you have any. Or DM me or something. I'm open to whatever. Taco. Maybe. User 52 is all of our bosses' word on the street. Yeah. Sad but true. I have everything. I think so. All right. Lasagna. Irish food. Is that Scottish? Irish. I don't know. Grilled cheese. Have a great evening, Jazz. Bye. Cajun. Taco Tuesday. Every day now that we got some days. You're not wrong. Small local family ethnic food always. Heck yeah. Cajun, Indian. Sorry, Mocha. We're on our way out. All right, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Well, not the same place. And maybe the same time. I don't know. When will I see Daisy again? Hopefully soon. Love you. Stay lovely. And as always, I'm code. All right, now that the stream's over, I can talk my daily smack about User 52. God, User 52 thinks they're the boss. They think, oh God, oh let me just make her eat all the beans. God, who does she think she is? Making me eat beans. How dare she?